MTV's Behind the Music. All hands point north.
We're here with the lead singer guitarist of All Hands Point North, Oliver.
I'm here with your local radio station, 98.6 The Q. We have a big star in studio today. Donnie, rhythm guitar player and backup vocalist of the now broken up band All Hands Point North.
Tell us how you finally figured out the band name.
Alright, so me and my friends were chilling in the basement. We decided to start a band. And we're like, right now we need a name. So we lit up, and then we just went with it, a band and a name, and All Hands Point North, you know what I mean?
My first question for you, Donnie, is about your frontman, Oliver Draper. What was your experience with him like as just a creator and a visionary?
Well, I knew Oliver since we were kids. We went to high school together. We had all the same classes together. He's a very smart kid, and he could sing. That was the only thing that drew us really close, because me and a bunch of my buddies, we all played instruments. And so we're like, hey, we're starting to play instruments, we kind of want to join a band. We'll start a band. Do you want to join us? And he was like, yeah, sure. So he came over and he sang one time, completely blew us away. Okay, when did you finally realize that you guys had something special?
Well, it had already been after, we've been jamming together for a couple weeks. And I was singing, and I was really giving it all, And my bass player, Roger, had to stop us. He went, dude, I've got a raging boner right now, and I just can't focus. And then Tommy, the drummer, went, me too, man. And then the other guitar player, the rhythm guitar player, and he does the backup vocals, Donnie, he was like, dude, I already came a little bit in my pants.
That's fucking bullshit, bro. We all knew that we had talent, So all that boner shit is just him, man. He's just a weirdo.
And I pulled away my guitar, and I myself had a boner. I didn't even know it. And that's how we knew.
Now, there was always a positive and a negative in that situation, because Oliver could really sing, but he was really weird at the same time. And we kind of always defended him because, he's the lead singer of the band. Of course we're gonna defend him. He's our friend. But he was so fucking weird, dude. Like when we started our band, he wanted to name the band All Boners Point North. And we're like, okay, well, tell me one music group that signed a band with a name, anything that have to do with boners. We're not going to get signed with that kind of shit, What, how did you come to senses when you wrote the song, what was it? Assault of the Deadly Stormtroopers?
Well, we were watching Star Wars, again in the basement, lit up, and we're like, dude, you know what's really fucking metal? Stormtroopers, and Donnie got a boner again. And that's just kind of you'll see that in stories. It's a theme. We're a boner-driven band.
And so he always had this fascination with boners. It was just unreal. Dude, how fucking old are you? We're adults, and you're trying to do shit with boners and stuff. It's not fucking cool, dude. And so he's like, come on, guys, I think it'd be really cool if our band was All Boners Point North. And we're like, no, dude, we're not doing it. We're gonna do All Hands Point North. It was
A compromise, yeah.
It was a compromise. So basically said, well, if our band's gonna be All Hands Point North and not All Boners Point North, our first album should be called All Boners Point North. And we're like, okay, fine, we'll do that. So we did that, and just ever since then, he was so fascinated in boners, man.
We're driven by erect male penises.
I had a question about your last album, Bonerific Boner Soup. Specifically, track 7, The Magnificent Boner Emporium. I'm assuming Oliver came up with that name. I just wonder if there's a story behind that.
Well, that was close to the end of the line. The first album was called All Boners Point North, and then the next 5 albums were actually decent named albums. No boner. There was no boners mentioned in the whole entire fucking thing, which was cool. And then the last, we went on that tour in the 6th album called The Death March. And that was a great album. That was our last great album. And then we ended up getting into a fight over some stupid shit, and we held a grudge from then on out. And then we went to the studio we signed a contract for 10 albums, and we were on our 7th album. And he's like, I want to name the album Bonerific Soup or whatever. What was it called? I don't even fucking...
Bonerific Boner Soup?
Bonerific Boner Soup. And we're like, fuck you, dude. We're not doing this stupid shit. And by this time, we're already fucking 30, dude. Like, we're old. Like, that's stupid. And he said, I want Bonerific Boner Soup or else I'm fucking walking. And we knew right then when he said we're naming this, that, or else I'm walking, we knew it was over.
Okay, so, you've been a band for more than 15 years. You've gone on to have 10 platinum hits. You have a greatest hits CD. What drove you guys to finally call it quits? Was it
Boners. Once again, we didn't get them. It just stopped. The power wasn't there anymore. The magic wasn't there. Donnie didn't get boners. I didn't get boners. Roger didn't get boners. Tommy wasn't getting boners. We weren't getting boners. And we knew we had to go our separate ways. I went on and did my solo thing. So did Tommy. And now we got boners again.
Basically, the only reason why we made that album was because we had a 10-album contract. And if we don't fulfill the 10-album contract, we have to pay money. And we made so much money off that. We made so much money off that CD alone, and it was a terrible fucking CD. So that was basically it. We recorded that shit, and I told them while we were recording it, I said, we're recording this song, we're making it, this album, we're making a 10-song album, the shortest, and I'm fucking done with you. That was it. That was the end of All Hands Point North.
Maybe one day we'll listen to an old CD, get boners, and we'll join up again.
We basically had a crowd of all the 10 to 15-year-old kids that weren't grown up yet that were liking it. It was fucking stupid, bro.
Songs. Some of the lyrics are actually quite poetic, especially in the song "The Boner Mountain Sings to Me." A different folky take on your classical, usually like a metal kind of sound. Nice guitars. The line, "The boner feels me up and down, around again through the back." What do you think that meant to Oliver?
I don't know, bro. I'm done with boners.
The final track you guys ever made as All Hands Point North. My Boner Misses You. Lots of people have been speculating that's about you. You guys are best friends growing up, and the line, "My boner has grown soft lately because you are absent." Lots of people assume that's about you. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. He's fucking gay, bro. Like, he comes up with this stupid shit. Like, it's so a double-sided fence. Like, one side is the truth and one side is not the truth, but you can't tell from the regular. I mean, you can tell because Oliver's giving these bullshit fucking. Well, basically the boner got soft. That's why we broke up. He was just so he was off in his own world. It was like Michael Jackson molesting little boys. Like, it just wasn't fucking gay. And our boners are soft. We don't have the boners that we used to have. Like, who gives a fuck? We're musicians. We're not porn stars. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But he went off on his own, and he did fine doing his boner music, and I did fine doing my metal shit, so we're happy. I'm playing with all the guys that were in All Hands Point North, and we're successful again.
Except for you have a new singer.
I sing.
Yes. Well, yeah, thank you for your time, Donnie. You're playing at the Paramount Theater tonight in Seattle. We wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.